Hello. 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 Hello, hello. Oh, okay, it's working. Test, test. Alrighty then. Okay, that's there. I'll put this music higher now. And I guess we can begin. We can begin indeed. It's so much louder. Ooh. It's gotta stay soft. Okay. And then I can do this. No, wait. Alright, there we go. Cool. Alright. Oh yeah, you're probably gonna catch some background noise from the from my AC. I think there is a way to curb that. Hello, test. Oh wow, it's working like a charm, it seems. Alright. Genius Kraken. Alrighty, so let's get started. So I guess I'll introduce myself for anyone who doesn't know. I'm Kraftkraken. I am a variety artist, a game developer, and overall fantasy and sci-fi ttrpg enjoyer. And today we're gonna do a little bit of pixel art. So I made these a while ago for Hololive Council. Just some fan art I did, and then these ones are for other creators out there. And this last one I did was for Thor. who's up, who is making Heartbound, I believe. And moment. You know, I'm listening to like a RPG in the background, and it's kind of hard to talk over them. But anyways, he does Heartbound, and he like streams just about every day for a really long time. He is an overall badass in the industry, and he was doing Space Marine 2 coverage, so I figured, you know what, why not? So what we're gonna do today is the Hololive fan art, and I think I'm going to do Myth. That's what we're gonna do. So I'm going to take some of the ones I did already and use them as points of reference. I already have some other references pulled up on the side. We're gonna start with Calliope Mori. And we'll just get into it. So let me just close this, get my references. Excuse me. It is late and I am a bit tired. So I'm looking at, you know what, here's what I'll do. I will set background music for myself, and we'll do I want all of them, not just this one. Sure, we'll do this one. Nice. Okay. Much easier to talk with just generic music. And when things slow down, then I'll listen to, you know, listen to the roleplay. Where should I put chat? I guess chat can go here. I'll figure out how to set up my space. I want to turn that down a little bit. Just a smidge. Nice. Okay. Alright, so Calliope Mori is first. And I'm looking at the ref sheet right now, and it has some colors that I could just pick from, which is kind of nice. So you get kind of a ballpark idea of what we're working with here. So I'm gonna like pick at them, but oftentimes when it comes to pixel art, you want to kind of exaggerate the colors, because having a good contrast between your values and your saturation is what's going to help you define your forms. And having a good range of values and colors helps you make it more dynamic and interesting to look at. So I'm just going to pick some colors here. I don't know what all these colors go to. There's a lot of them in the ref sheet. I really like this maroon that's going on here. And I just got the sharp red, the kind of blood red for inside her dress. And I'm also going to color pick from some fan art that other people did. I really like this color for her eyes. It's a good call. This is like her hair color. someone kind of livened that up a little bit. And for her skin tone, this is from the reference. Get a good range. Yeah, we could go with that. I don't know, it's kind of muted to me. She's very pale. And I really like to bring in some more warm tones to kind of liven her up a little bit. That is my preference. Let me see if we can find any more colors in there. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we can do with this. It doesn't seem very dynamic right now, this range. I want to do something more with it, I feel. Alright. So then comes the question of the pose and what we're gonna do. So like, well, first of all, what I really like doing with my pixel art is doing little like what do I even call them? Not badges, but like nameplates. I really dig the nameplate idea. So we're gonna keep on with that theme, because that is just my way. This background thing here isn't totally necessary, but I do like having a little bit of backlight going on. Oh, and something, so if you're a variety artist like I am, you do pixel art and you do normal art, make sure that when you transform something and you're doing pixel, you set to hard edges nearest neighbor. Not that you could see me toggle that switch, but if I didn't make that switch, all this like kind of pixel art over here would get very blurred. The nearest neighbor prevents the blurring. So, I mean, I could do Calliope. It would take up a lot of space. And I like to keep these kind of short. I could do Mori. It's very short though. Could do Callie. Probably just do Callie. So we're gonna grab some of her colors here. We're gonna use the pink and the reds. That's what we're gonna do. Hello, there we go. So I don't have a direct reference for this text. I think I used to, but these days I just kind of feel it out. Or just cannibalize from the others I've done already. So A goes here. We have L's. Yes, we do, obviously. Grab that. Drag it down. Okay, and then I is right there. Lovely. Let's make sure we get a little bit of black in there. And then we can merge. And then we can get rid of this stuff. Very good. I should just use the paint part. No. Okay, awesome. So the reason why I left the light down there is so that I could have the little mental reminder of the light goes on bottom. That's it. Sometimes I flip it. Ooh, yeah, maybe that's correct. Yeah, I think that's good. Is it one? That's funny, I wasn't consistent here. That's funny. Let's see here. This. It happens. I mean, Bay is chaos anyway, so we can let it slide. Okay, and then we need the maybe we could do pink on bottom. Do this as our mid. Yeah, something like this. I think thicker is better, more readable. So let's start blocking in. I don't really know. Try to do something that emphasizes her scythe or her singing. You could do... I could maybe do a pose with her back kind of towards the viewer. Do like a power pose with like her fist up. Maybe. Fist up, scythe down. Look, it's not beautiful in the beginning, but we'll get there. The head just takes up so much space. You know what though? We could do like a more of a little bit of a lean. Arm will be, it could be like this, or like this, and the scythe would come back like that. And the scythe kind of coming up feels a bit unnatural though. It could come out like this and then go like that. I like that better, to be honest. Yeah, I like this shape better. And her hair could kind of come down like this. Then which way is she looking? Then her arm isn't holding the scythe either. It's just kind of floating there. We'll put this idea on the back burner. I'm probably going to keep working on this concept. The fist pump. Fist pump, I should say. Hmm. And the head's just gonna get in the way. It's the problem with these poses. With the chibi stuff. No. Something like this is very safe though. This is too dark. Let's use white for now. Something like this. That's not her best side either. We can really open up her dress though. Part of me wants to put the leg that's closest to us in like this direction, but that's kind of like a back angle. And I really don't think that's gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work. So just do pink for her here. Got a little mic here that adds to this kind of like, because the mic's gonna be pointing like this way, right? And that adds to the flow that we have going on here. It should be a good decision. So this is, I can kind of see this, and like maybe she's kind of looking like up this way a bit, almost looking like not. Yeah, a bit down at the viewer. I can kind of see that. I really want to do something more dynamic with the dress, to be honest. So like the red is on the inside, right? Because this is a really, like that transition is so powerful. I wish there was more I could do with it. My brain needs to stop seeing the front leg as forward as the back leg. Let's see here. She has a stocking on this leg too, eh? So something like this. Yeah, I can kind of see that. And let's use like a gray for the scythe. We can at least start with that, right? The scythe has a lot of details on it. We're gonna capture as much as we can. The scythe is really crooked too, actually. Is there a reference for it? Yes, there is. So kind of this little bend up here. Goes boom, like this, and then like that. And it kind of bends towards the inside of it. this. And then it kind of pops out back down like that. And then there's a little bit of gold here. That's hollow. Now we could be really baller. And we could like have it hook a bit over her and behind for a bit of overlap and depth. Right? Just like maybe a tiny little bit of the edge. But then the scythe would probably, well, it's pretty big. I mean, I could exaggerate it just for the sake of the drawing. Right? I kind of like the idea of adding that depth. I'm going to play with that idea a bit, actually. So we're going to kind of shimmy this scythe closer. I got a feeling the hair is going to take up a lot more space than I'm giving it right now. Like, I think the head will probably be like, will take up this much space at the end of the day. So maybe we can't get away with this scythe idea without a lot of noise, because like it works if like there's this negative space between the scythe and the hair, but if they're adjacent to each other, I just don't have a lot of space to like communicate the scythe at that point. Not as much as I would like. So we're going to pop this up a bit. And we're gonna have it curve. And then it's got this circle here. Cool. It's got this little crook. So the scythe actually kind of jumps up from this. It sprouts from the top of that circle. Something like this. That's better. And it's little spikes here. These spikes are tough. It's a bit like, like this-ish. Yeah, something like that. Part of me wants to exaggerate the scythe a bit, but we're gonna leave it. So we're gonna really exaggerate her hair. Oh, maybe a bit too much there. We'll figure it out as we go. And the wind's blowing, so maybe we could kind of cut it. Kind of want to really separate the bang from the rest of her hair. We'll see where we end up with that. Her skin is so bright. So let's start working on the face. And let's do... Let's see here. What are we doing? So this is pretty bright. I want to pick a much more deeper pink. A bit redder. The shadows. Like this. Just got her little crown, her tiara. I think it'd have to be like this from this angle, right? It's a bit tough because like this really sits on top of her head, a little bit in front. I have some wiggle room. So like this, like doing it like this would be scary lighting, you know. Love horror vibes. Even now, it's a little bit of like it could be horror-ish. Not the vibe I'm going for though. I want to do a bit of darkness here, a bit more dramatic. So right now her chin is pointed down like this. I don't know how I feel about that yet. The head is like this. Yeah, maybe there's a world where I tilt the head more like this. No. Oh. It's like that, and she's looking over her shoulder. I kind of like the looking over her shoulder, but down a little bit. I think I really like that idea. So let's go for that. It's more of like an air of elegance, I think. The alternate way is more like projecting power because she's facing the wind, which is appropriate for Callie, but I think I want to go for this approach. Also, it gives more space for a crown too, if I could really pull this off. So, you know, what's interesting is I could have her holding up the mic in this pose, right? So boom, boom, boom. It kind of feels weird because she's kind of holding the scythe. I mean, I would say it's weird because she's holding the scythe like. One easy way to do poses is to ensure that like the arms are balanced, right? And right now I kind of have like this thing going on, which I don't like. It's not like the worst thing ever, but it'd be ideal if I could balance out the movement of the arms. Like I could have her reach in front of the scythe like this. And then we kind of have like a nice, you know, little balance there, right? So right now I'm trying to figure out how turned away is her chest from us. Because right now what I'm seeing is like this. Her chest is like this. Then her pelvis could be at that half angle, like side profile. And her butt would be like there. And the leg would be crossing in front like that, right? And that one's behind. I think maybe that's the pose. Or it could just be like, this would be simple if it was just torso, pelvis, leg, like that. It kind of defeats some of that elegance I was going for, right? I have to pull in the scythe a bit, or maybe like I can even, like the arm is too far, right? Like the elbow would be like maybe, I don't know, maybe her shoulder would be like right here, and then her elbow would come here, and then her forearm, and then her hand. Like, I can make the hand pretty big, right? We have some flexibility with expression and exaggeration. Just feels a bit forced. Oh yeah, and the shot was this way. She has some ear, like right here. We're gonna erase. Oh, hello, Pizza Steve. How you doing? I was working on some pixel art stuff. Yeah, I got dragged into the rabbit hole by a college friend of mine years ago. Just so funny. Yeah. I got all of Council and Iris. And that's my favorite group? Unit, that's what it's called. That's my favorite unit. But you know, all of EN holds a holds their own special places for me. I think Advent is amazing, and Myth obviously started it all. And I figured with Amelia leaving, it'd be nice if I did the Myth set, you know? Because I didn't really, I kind of felt like if anyone was to go from Myth, it would be Amelia, but I didn't think that after like their concert, she would leave. I was like, oh, she's sticking around for a while longer. I was like, nope. It's a big shame. But it is what it is. Oh, Fauna, yeah. Yeah, Fauna's awesome, for sure. For sure. I don't know who Mayoshi is. I always flip. Mm-hmm. Like, for a while, it was initially... It's funny, because like my buddy thought I would like Ina a lot, because she's an artist. But I really dig Callie. From Myth. I think she's my favorite in Myth. And then in Council, it used to be Crony. And then I gravitated towards Bay. And then... Yeah, so I think Bay is my favorite from Council. They're all just so great. And then in Advent, Fuamoko, it just... Oh, man. Fuamoko is just so cute. And I loved their 3D live, or whatever, their 3D debut. Like, wrestling. That was so awesome. Ugh. This is gonna be a struggle, this one. Let me use the dot pen. Go a bit heavier on the lashes. Yeah. Bay, I think, you know, I was most impressed by Bay when she started putting out songs and dancing on stage. She's cute too. I love her outfit design. Her outfit design is so kick-ass, because like on stage, like her sleeves are so big and like the colors are distinct that really no matter your position on stage, you could tell exactly like how she's moving. And I just think that's just so damn good. Yeah. Well, you know, you gotta pick and choose. You don't have time for... There's so many at this point, right? It's hard to watch them all. I think we're getting somewhere with this one, though. It is starting to take shape. We need a highlight color. It's driving me mad. Madness! Let's get yellow. We need yellow in this. It's too much red. This. And then... I don't know if this will work, but... maybe we can get away with like a little bit of this peach color. Maybe. I think I want to do like 50% and blend it. Like that. Yeah, that's much better. Methinks. My favorite outfit design in general. Like, you know, I'd have to like look at all of them side by side. Well, yeah, I'd have to look at all of them side by side to really like say which one is my absolute favorite. But currently, off the top of my head, I really like Bibu's kimono design. I really dig that one. But I think Baze is just my favorite for that whole readability thing. Like it's so good on stage. You know? Something like this. We could cut it up a bit. Yeah, that kind of works, kind of. Sort of. We could stretch out this highlight a bit. Oh, actually, fun fact, Crony put a like on the pixel art I made for her. So she has seen it. I want this to be even darker. Even darker still. Do you have a favorite outfit? All right, take care, dude. Thanks for stopping by, Pizza Steve. Yep, gotta have good manners, yep. I feel like I need to give more space for the eyes. Gotcha, Chloe's. Alright. I'll have to look that one up. Maybe it will inspire me. One of my other projects. See you later. Hey, thank you, Olsen. I appreciate it. How you doing tonight? I might have to simplify these little golden ribs. She's got a lot of gold trim. It'll be hard to capture at this resolution. We are getting there. We are getting there. Yeah. I think it's hard to tell how much space I should be giving her head or her hair. I think that's about right. And then I could do the tiara a bit like this. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, doing it live is a bit rough. I gotta be honest. Because, like, you know, the beginning looks so horrible, right? I'm just, like, blocking in shapes like this, and I'm like, is that right? But, you know, just trust the process, and eventually it starts taking shape. I've also done some of these. I did Hollow Council and Iris. Then I have a few other fan art pieces I have done. I figured with Ame graduating that I should do Hollow Myth before she leaves. That is the goal. Just got a little like belt around her hip. Yeah, Sana, she got the biggest one. Sana's big. Actually, boop, gotta fix that a little bit. There we go. Now it's better. Yep, hers was fun. All of them were fun. Mume was the very first one I did, actually. Iris was actually really difficult because her hair is so crazy in the background and a lot of her colors are like samey, you know? It was hard to make the microphone stick out, but I think I stuck the landing. Are you a Sonolite, Olsen? I was on the wrong layer? Uh-oh. Let's get some of these things back on the right layer. Very important. Otherwise I'll go mad. Okay. Okay, there we go. I think actually her bang is very thin, very, very thin. Yeah, it's almost like that. I keep wanting to tuck it under her chin like this, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I think I should have some overlap though with the face, just not too much. Where is my Streamlabs? Hello, Streamlabs? Oh, it's down here. Okay, cool. Okay, we're good. Just double checking. So yeah, her bang is very thin. And part of me wants to use shadow to like kind of indicate the back of her hair, and then I could like go on a different layer below. And I could do the back of her hair like this, right? Kind of fill in that space. Because like I have the option of using the light to indicate the hair that's closest to us and the hair that's furthest, or I could do what the lighting situation demands and just like, you know, make it more, I guess, 3D. But the former option, I think, I don't know, I think that could provide a really good visual effect too. Yeah, I'm gonna do Ame last, just to like make sure I'm all warmed up and ready, because I wanna send her off with something nice, you know, and give something to the teammates that, you know, that they can like appreciate, because it's tough when your Oshi graduates, right? So I want to do something nice for them. Yeah, I was surprised. Like, I figured Ame would graduate first, if it had to be any of them, right? I thought actually Gura might graduate, because she took that long break. But I feel like she's, you know, she's too big to, like, graduate, you know? Like, there might be some real strong incentives for her to stay, and I'm sure Cover Corp is doing all they can to keep Gura, right? Yeah, I figured it would be Ame, but I didn't expect it to be like right after their concert, you know? That was just, that felt like it was out of left field, but I'm sure it was thought about long ahead of time. Yeah. That's right. I mean, you know, the thing is that, like, you know, I guess it just kind of illustrates that, you know, time is passing, right? Like, and, you know, I've been nervous to stream for a while, because it's just kind of like tough to be in the spotlight, you know? And I don't know, something about Ame graduating kind of helped motivate me to actually just start doing it, you know? Just start to get out there. Just take your shot, you know? So here I am, taking my shot. Yeah, I mean, I think that Mori, like... I think Mori loves the spotlight, right? She's always been a performer. And I think that so long as this is like... as Hololive is beneficial to her, let's say, you know? Like, it's working for her, right? That... I don't feel like she would feel pressured to leave, right? I don't feel like Hololive is anything extra for her. You know what I'm saying? Right? Because she was already like rapping on stage, you know, long before this. So I'd be surprised if she did it. Like, I kind of expect her going the way of Marine, which is like just dropping musical bombs constantly, you know, for years, just cause, you know. Okay, so I think this like lighting situation is getting there. I think the darker, I think this needs to be just a little bit darker. Let's try that. Maybe a bit more saturated. Let's apply to all pixels. Yeah, I definitely like that. I like that mostly better. On the dark side, it works really well. On the light side, it is contrast, which is nice, but I do like the subtlety. I could ultimately pick both, but with pixel art, I try to like make very, I guess, sweeping decisions about what colors I'm using. I don't like to use too much gradation until like the very end. And that's when I do some airbrushing for lighting on top of this. So I think that's gonna work for now. I think readability is king, especially in this format. So I'm gonna hit the scythe with some gray. Oh, hold on. Like that. It's a bit dark, but that's okay. What should I do with this scythe here? Because right now it's like perfect 90-degree angle from the viewer, which I really don't like. I guess the only good option is to tilt it towards us a bit, right? Which would mean that is going to catch some light, and the light would be caught like... First of all, let me just like fix this little circle thing. I want to kind of elongate it to emphasize that kind of the angle that I want the scythe to take. And right now it kind of looks crooked. So I'm going to try to like remedy that by... I could just take this, like tilt it like that. Something like this, and then before I was like thinking about making the scythe come down in front of her hair for overlap. That's still on the table. Depends on how like exaggerated I want to get with the scythe. In this position, it's a bit forced. I could lower the scythe down a bit to achieve that effect. If I really want to. I think I'm going to hold off on it. I don't think I need it just yet. So we're going to foreshorten this shape. Yes, it was magic. I'm a pixelmancer. No, but so like you could, you know, select things with a select tool, and then you could transform and like, you know, rotate, right? That's all I did. So I want to emphasize this kind of curve a little bit more. Making the scythe look appropriate in that 3D space is going to be rough. So I think part of that is like getting rid of this highlight, because it would not carry across the top of the blade. To simplify it, I guess I could just do like this. And then let's actually, we're gonna bring some shadow back here, and then we're gonna bring in some light like this. We're gonna go really bright, middle, like that. And then, like, without overlap, it's hard to indicate what I'm trying to achieve here. I guess I could like cut into this gold shape, right? Does the scythe work like that? No, it doesn't. It does a little bit, actually, at the very top. So this overlap right here can help. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. And then the reference is kind of weird looking. I'm trying to figure out exactly how our scythe is working here. So technically there's space between the stick and the mechanism. Like, so like, hold on. Whoa. What is going on here? What is going on here? Is that accurate? I think that's accurate. I'm getting befuddled. I have two references in front of me and they both kind of look subtly different. Okay, so... I guess I just need to pick one. Yeah, they are different. They are different, 100%. I'll just go with this one. So, if we're doing that one, then the scythe. Okay, so I'll actually need to like move this whole thing a little bit like that. Then we cut that. And then the metal kind of comes like this. And then the sphere is like this. Cool. And then it's actually not that big. We could trim it down a little bit. Part of me wants to tilt it again. I'm gonna hold off on that. Hold off on it. No. Just a little bit. Just a tiny little bit. Because I do like the, like, you know, this kind of energy. This sweeping down motion, I really like a lot. It's very organic. And I don't want to like make it straight. You know, if it's like straight up, then there's less flow. I'm trying to capture like this kind of organic, like energy, you know. If I did want to do like a straight vertical thing, that's more like like vertical, I guess, lines are about like power, right? Like think of like, you know, big monuments and stuff, right? Or like soldiers standing upright. So anyways, what am I gonna do with this? This like oval shape is kicking my butt. Alright, so we're gonna do like this. Yeah. Maybe if we use dot pen, it'll be easier. Yeah, it's a bit easier to work with. So something like this. I don't think I'm gonna get a perfect oval in pixel art. Don't think it's gonna happen. Maybe I cut like that. Sure, we're gonna deal with this for now. We'll go back to it later. And then there's another metal piece that comes up like this. We could do it closer to the stick, to the base. Okay, kind of comes up like that. And then the scythe starts like here. And like here. Okay. So something like that, right? So we can take this and we can drag it into that space. And then we can just fill it in like this. It's a bit too, yeah, let's just kind of cut it down a teensy-wincy bit. Like that. Okay. Huh. Maybe I do. Maybe I do sound like her a little bit. We need to really fix that. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. And then the spikes come down like this. And we're gonna use like an outline basically to indicate that she's in front, like that. This outline will eventually cover her entire character, but I'm just putting that there for now. It's like kind of placeholder. Yeah, I mean, I think I even need to go back to the mapping pen. I think I want to make it even longer, almost. Almost, kind of, sorta. Yeah, I think this is a good spot for now. And we can get back to it later. And then we're going to, I just want to like kind of really fix up the highlight. Because that's important when you're doing metal. And it just, you know, just some straight lines like this, right? It's not that crazy. Sometimes you have a dark one here in the highlight, right? Make it really shiny. like this. And then... Huh. Yeah, that works. I want to kind of thicken up this. And we could also do lighting here. A little bit. Like that, yeah. And for the gold, we do need gold highlights. Her gold is kind of, well... I could grab it straight from the Space Marine, probably. His is very bright, though. Let's see here. Low? Oh, wrong layer. I do want to use this, though. This is the benefit of having done a lot of art. You could just, you know, reuse. So her stuff is very, like, desaturated compared to this, right? So I could even just do... I could tone it down a little bit. That's a bit much. Yeah, just a little bit. And then I could use the fill tool. It's really dark, but that's okay, because we already have kind of like a dynamic lighting situation going on. We can do this, and we use the dot pen. The dot pen is the most like surgical brush that I have. It does 1 pixel at a time, basically, right? Which is nice. What's I guess annoying about working with the mapping pen, because that's the other one I use, and that's for like bigger strokes, right? I can do like this and get thickness. Sometimes it fails to register if I'm like trying to work 1 pixel at a time. I did. The pauldron was needed. Space Marine sacrifice was not in vain. Do this. Cool, cool, cool. And then we're gonna grab a bit of that highlight. Now for the highlight, the highlight's gonna be a bit tough to place ultimately, because like putting it on this side would indicate that the light is coming from, you know, of course, this side, right? I could put it in the middle, because like I want the light to look like it's kind of, I don't know how to draw this really, but like it's kind of coming at an angle, right? I want that angular look. So maybe I'm gonna do, I could match the lighting of the scythe because it's coming down like in this side, right? This kind of direction, this angle. Could do that. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do actually. For the Emperor, yes. Do you have any Oshis, by the way? I remember asking you before if you were a Sonolite, but I didn't get an answer. Something like this. Do light yellow. This is a bit bright for what actually is supposed to be going on, but I could dim it down. Yeah, we need to go back. We need an in-between color. There's too much difference here. Ah, I see. Yep. Yeah, it sucks that she had to go, but I won't dwell on it. Okay, we're getting somewhere with that gold. We're getting somewhere. Okay. And then the stick. Space, yeah. I really loved the theme of Hollow Council. I'm so sad to see them have to drift from that. Because like Hollow Promise, it's like it's too obtuse. It's just too obtuse of a theme, right? I think what they should have done was inducted Iris like into the council proper and had like, you know, a stream or something of Iris getting voted into the council or whatever, right? It's like there's so much potential with that. Alas. Okay, I'm getting somewhere. And her bangs need to kind of come down. Like this far. And you know, maybe we do have to like use shadow a lot here. Oh, what's going on? How come I can't erase? There's something behind this layer. There it is. Okay. Let's merge. Tough choices. I can't. Tough choices indeed. Like, well, maybe what we can do is really kick this out. Right? And do like another break. And then maybe we can have some like negative space here, right? A hole in the hair. A little bit of shadow. And I like that. I like that a lot. That's a good move. There's depth. I like it, but at the same time, it's like, because I want to show the fullness of her hair. She got a lot of it. But I do like that negative space, those little moments between her hair. Yeah, something like that. I think that's fine. I think we can get away with that. And then yeah, they could have done that for sure. I think part of it was that they wanted Iris to feel like, how should I say this? Because like she was her own unit, right? And maybe they didn't want her to feel like she had to join their unit to fill up like an open slot. Maybe they wanted, you know, they wanted everyone to be total equals, and that's why they decided to do a whole rebranding. I don't know, but there was a lot of potential. Thank you. I agree, the scythe is very cool. Gotta do Mori's weapon of choice justice. Get a bit more roundness here. We need to break up. If I want to be super, yeah, this needs to be broken up a lot, which is really tough. Something like this, actually. Trying to reconcile the like flow of the wind and like what I want to portray. Difficult choices being made right now. So like, just got this one coming up here. Just got another streak of hair like this. Let me get this highlight back in there. Then maybe something like this. I could really push this open to really get that kind of flow, but then there's this weird distance between this strand of hair and this strand of hair. And that's the tough part. I don't like that weird space. I think I'm just going to ignore the wind for the front of her head. Like maybe we'll do a little bit of a gap, but not too much. Something like that. Ooh, this is tough because I'm trying to also show her eyebrows, and I'm just using a overlap technique, but it is stopping me from kind of swooping down the hair a bit more to show the kind of curve and the angle of her head. Yeah. I could see that too. Let's look at Callie's tiara. Okay, so it's biggest on the flanks. And on top of that, if you were to draw lines down from its flanks, you would kind of go over her eyes. So it's actually kind of big. It's like this big almost. It's kind of like this. Kind of like this. And a little one right there. That. Yeah, something like this. Then we'll get this color. We're dealing with such little space that I don't have too many moves. I could do just one pixel. Maybe that's the play. Maybe it's just a single one or two. I think it's two, like that. Because then I could show a little bit of light, even though it's not perfect. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And then it has like this warm kind of color. I have no idea what material this thing was made of, but it's got like a warm auburn or brownish something. So let me try to introduce that a little bit here. It's hard to see. It's actually even maybe a bit redder. Nope, I need like redder. There's a highlight to it. This is very tricky. No, it's like even brighter than that. Or like almost like over here. From far away, it kind of reads. I could buy that from far away. I want to push the red a bit more. There we go. I think that's a lot better. And it's like, maybe maroon. Like notes of kind of a red pink. It's tough. I might just color pick from her model. I try not to color pick from the model directly, because I like to test my kind of color theory and the way my eyes see things. But I think I might have to. So actually, this is more like purple. Let me do this. Let me just do the hue slider trick. It's kind of like purplish. And it is subtle. It is a tad subtle. Alright, let's brighten this highlight a bit more. This needs to get a bit gold. Like that. Guess that works. And I can bring in some highlights here because this will be catching some. Like this. Cool. Yeah, I think that's fine. Then we continue these lines up to the top of the head. Let's break this up a little. Should we break it up a little bit? Just a smidge. Yeah, I think that looks nice. It does look nice, but I'm debating it in my brain. This highlight terminating here. So the biggest part of the highlight should be over here. Sure. Kind of terminate it a bit more. Cool. Okay, good. We're getting somewhere. This has to go. The eye position is going to be really difficult. It's okay. Maybe the eyes are always really hard to do. That's nice too. Because like the thing is that when you have side angles like this, usually the nose is like here or whatever. And then the eyebrow, it overlaps the eye, right? And it creates this kind of like angular cutoff point, right? And that's the part that's kind of hard to communicate in this style, because like I just don't have a lot of room to work with. So I do think that's the play, because at a distance that looks pretty natural. IMO. I cut off the light here though. I don't think so. I think that light's gotta stay. You could also do a highlight like at the nose. No. I'm gonna try to warm up her skin a bit. Let's see, I need to use all pixels. I'll see what I can do here. And this, and this. I don't think saturation is gonna help much. Yeah, it just makes it pinker, which kind of like, basically just kind of makes it harder to see because it kind of clashes. It like blends into her hair. Hue slider doesn't really help. I mean, I can make her a bit warmer with it. Okay, kind of like this. Oh, it's too much. Yeah, I like that a lot more. Yeah, I like that a lot more. So that's pretty bright skin. I could introduce this color because she's like really pale, right? Not sure. Hard to tell. I am going to really saturate the darkest shadow. Well. Oh, am I in the wrong layer? Oh, I'm still selecting. Okay. We're really gonna saturate the darkest shadow. And then her cape is going to be a huge issue. And basically it's going to be a huge issue, right? I'm trying to figure out, because I kind of have a rule with this style that's like I use white for the most outside border, and I try not to use it inside the character when, like, you know, limbs and stuff is overlapping, right? But because Callie's outfit is black, like, I can't put the black of her cape against the black of her body because it just kind of all becomes one blob, right? I feel like I kind of need a white outline to kind of distinguish the forms going on here, right? So maybe that's the play. Or I make it so windy that, like, there is no attachment point, right? Between the cape and her body. I want to kind of like tighten up her waist a bit, though. We need to start adding highlights to the gold. We need to hit the leg a little bit. We're gonna bring in some shadow. Cool. And she's wearing like a stocking leg. Something like this. I think she's got heels on. I'm gonna actually bring this dress. So what we need to do, actually, hold on. We need to bring this red under. Get that 3D effect, right? This needs to kind of come here. We do some fold lines like this. We could bring in some highlight to the belt. I'm just kind of ballparking the highlight. I'm not being super picky about it. The belt, whoops. The belt, how does it go? Interesting. I don't know if I want to use 1 pixel or 2 pixels for like its width. Like, there's a lot of detail going on in it. I think I'm gonna do 1 pixel. think we're gonna stick with one. What did I do with Crony? Cronies came out so good. Oopsie. Let's compare her to Crony. Just look at the waists. Cause like it's so obviously pixely, I guess, with Mori. There's a lot of contrast going on. And it's not so obvious with Crony. Also, Crony's chest comes way out. I think that's part of the problem. Like, for Callie's, I don't think her chest is coming out enough, actually, which is funny. And have like that overlap line too. So I think I want to do that again with Callie's. And then we need to kind of like do this thing. Because she's got like a, I have no idea what to call it. It's not a bib, but she's got something going on there. We can do this. She's got a little red pendant. It's technically closer up like that. And the head probably has to come back a bit, maybe. Oh no. I think my buddy got hacked. I think he got hacked. He's sending me an invite to some weird Discord server. It's like a limited VPN. Yeah. It's rough, buddy. Gotta watch what you're clicking on. Anyways. So we're gonna take her head. And I want to move it a little bit. Like this. Yeah, like that. That's good. That is good. She doesn't have a stocking on her other leg, right? No, but she has a ankle thingy. Oh, this is so rough. Just like the way her foot is. I don't know how to indicate this. Okay, so first, okay, I think that's kind of right, but maybe I have to ditch the little ankle thingies. Hey, we could probably bring this up a bit. Okay. Yeah, there's no good position here. It is what it is. Is that, maybe, because I want to do the foot at like a slightly different angle from the other foot, but given the pose, there's no good option. I think I have to do them both like this. Just to like... Yeah, I think I might have to do both like that. Okay. So... I think that... Use a bit of a darker color in here. Should have wand selected this. Much better. That's okay. Weeball. Okay, cool. Okay. So we'll continue to do some lighting here. And then we just gotta attack the hair and the cape. And then hair, cape, then hands. Or arms and hands, right? And then maybe back to waist. Because that ain't perfect yet. That needs a lot of work. Actually, you know what? There is more skin being shown on the side profile of the chest. That's tough. That's tough to show off. Yeah, something like this. So much noise. Crony has like nice contrast going on over there, but Callie just has so much stuff going on. I think I should ditch the little like dot here, because her top kind of comes down a slight V, but she's got buttons also. And I think showing off the buttons is probably more... I don't know what the term is. I guess it's better for readability if I just do the buttons, right? Like this, maybe? I need to simplify this. How do I simplify this? Okay, so first of all, yeah, I think that's a good move. Do a little bit of overlap like that. I think. Get some contrast in there. And then maybe I just need to space these out more, right? And lift them up. Like this. Hmm. Well, let's just try doing the hair now. We'll get back to the chest later. I kind of want to simplify the flow of the hair. At the same time, I want there to be a lot of energy. So we're going to try to strike a balance between these things. I think bonus points if it wraps in front a bit and catches more light. Right? Some depth going on maybe. But then maybe there's like too much attention being dragged. So you have like this point, and then this point. Maybe this is too far away. To be so attention grabby. I mean, first of all, we need to indicate this. Indicate that bang. Okay, and then we need to really darken up this so that there's that guaranteed shadow, a guaranteed depth. Yeah, maybe we can't add the highlight back in. The more I think about it, I don't think we can. I think this is good. Get a little bit of negative spaces. Maybe not that far up though. Maybe a bit of a kick up. Like this. Oh, excuse me. Man, Mori should get rid of her little cloak. So tattered. So this mic has got to get bigger so we can see it. And when I come back and do this again, I'm going to reference the mic that she actually uses on her streams. The sleep god is punching me in the face. Okay, we're getting somewhere. For sure. Right, let's get rid of the background. Let us erase this. Oh, drawing into the cape because it's so hard to see on this background. Something like this. Cool, okay. That's an impression of what it will look like. It's all nice and done. White background. The white outline, I should say. Do a little bit more cuts and holes. Some nice negative space working for us there. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. And we definitely need to cut in here. Yeah, there we go. Like this. Something like that. Alright, Olson. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate the kind words and the company. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up because I need to get to bed. Alrighty, this is Kraftkraken signing out. Thanks for watching.